Hello, and welcome to Rethinking Our History, where we seek to shed a light on events that have been forgotten and covered up, and to make us all question how much do we really know about our history? I'm Felicia.
And I'm Ian, and we are here to reveal all the sordid details of history that have been swept under the rug. Get ready to get angry, be curious, and maybe have a laugh or two as we rethink our history.
Hello, friends.
Hey guys.
Thanks for joining us for another lesson, number 29. We're going to do something a little different this week, but something I've been wanting to do for a while. But before we get into that, let's get the business out the way. If you found us here first and are a fan of the paranormal, give our show, The Paranormal Lovers, a listen. Over 100 episodes about everything from the Jewish cult Lev Tahar to the mystery of the stairs in the woods.
Love that episode.
Love the fucking stairs in the woods. There's actually two, folks.
Yep.
If you would please be so kind, give us a follow and share on social media, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We also have videos of both shows on YouTube. To find us on any of these platforms, just search for The Paranormal Lovers in the search bar. If you would like to support the making of these shows, we have a couple of ways to do so. We have our merch shop.
Mercenaries.
Yes, we're shopping out merches over here. First, we have our merch shop over at theparanormallovers.threadless.com with some new designs. Vogue. Y'all go check that out. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/theparanormallovers, where for $5 a month you get early access to unedited videos of both shows, as well as stickers and other swag. And finally, if you have any personal stories, be it true crime, paranormal, or historical, or you have a topic request, email us at theparanormallovers@yahoo.com. All right. So one thing I've been wanting to do on this, because it is history, is talk about some missing people.
Okay.
Most people know me who know I am very passionate about the missing murdered Indigenous women epidemic, but that really does expand to all missing people. I think the worst thing, especially as a parent, is just not knowing where they are, what happened, and if they're dead or alive.
Yeah.
Like, I have given myself nightmares thinking about that in regards to our child, and I just can't anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't let my brain go there because I will not be able to sleep.
For sure.
As someone who is part of the shitty club of motherless daughters, at least I know what happened to her. I know where she is or was, and I do not have to wonder or think about the what ifs. But unfortunately for the father of Christopher Cole Thomas of Florida, unfortunately for Father Christopher Thomas of Florida, he still has to deal with the intrusive thoughts of that come from being in an even worse club, the Missing Kid Club. He joined this club when his son, 22-year-old Christopher Cole Thomas, but they just call him Cole, went missing while on a road trip. And where did he go missing? Benson, North Carolina.
Oh no.
That's what I said. I said, oh no.
That's too close.
Not Benson. That's what piqued my interest because I was born in the capital, Raleigh. For the first 12-ish years of my life, we lived in the Piedmont. One of the places we tried our best to avoid was Benson.
Right.
Why, some of you might be asking? Well, I'm not sure how it is today, but in the 90s, this small North Carolina town was the seat of the Ku Klux Klan in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
So when we had to drive through, my mother would make me lay down in the seat so I could not be seen through the window.
Right.
Y'all, I was like under 10, just so y'all know. I was a small child, knowing that there were people in this small town that wanted to kill me.
Right.
Trauma. As I said, we did our best to avoid it, but sometimes road work and shit, you really have no choice but to like take the detour.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, oh fuck, we're in Klan town, shit.
Right.
So the fact that this young, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man went missing from this town had me hooked from the very first second. Cole lived in Oak, Florida, or was from Live Oak, Florida, and attended Swanee High School. He got a scholarship to study sports medicine at the University of Florida. I actually saw this morning when I was finishing up these notes that he had finished his associate's degree by the time he graduated high school,
Hmm.
which my cousin's kids are doing that.
That's cool.
They're graduating high school this year, but they both have an associate's degree in like welding and mechanics
Yeah.
leaving high school. So all they'll need to do is get their bachelor's
Yeah.
if they want to. And that's what he was going. He only needed a few credits, but he decided to take a break in December of 2015 and he moved back home. He decided to work for a while and he took a job as an apprentice electrician. And in October of 2016, he moved to Minnesota.
Nice.
In November of 2016, I've seen different sources say different things. One source said that he traveled to North Carolina for a work contract. Other sources said he was traveling from Minnesota to Florida and then back again. Um, One said that he was like traveling for Thanksgiving. I'm not really sure what they were doing. We kind of maybe know what they were doing. But on November 25th, 2016, Jeremy Carpenter and Julian Valles Jr. reported to the Benson police that Cole had begun acting erratic while driving, then pulled over and ran away from the car.
Hmm.
Like, we don't know, man. What happened was we was driving down here to visit a coworker for Thanksgiving, and we asked Cole to drive him because he was the only one with the license, see, man. But his family was like, yeah, we don't know why the hell he was there. They literally had no idea. They had no inclination about this trip whatsoever, like his dad and stuff. And he had no idea who the fuck these two guys he was traveling with were.
Hmm.
But as investigators dug deeper, it came to light that three of the men had come to the state to buy drugs.
Oh no.
According to the two men, Cole became paranoid about the drugs and took off. When Chris went to speak to Jeremy, he was told that Cole was concerned they were being followed. Jeremy claimed that he took the drugs and threw them out the window. Jeremy then claimed that they came to an intersection and Cole got out of the car and started to walk away. Jeremy then claims he tried to talk to Cole to get him to calm down, and there is surveillance footage of who Chris believes is Cole with another man. Jeremy then claimed that they went to a church where Cole went inside and never came back out. Jeremy then claims as he was walking back to the car, he heard gunshots.
Hmm.
Cole's truck door was found at an intersection in the town with the driver's side door open and the key still in the ignition. However, Cole Thomas or his body has never been found.
Wow.
From what the resources I kind of perused today, I didn't put a lot of stuff in here. I should have, but um, it is believed that Cole freaked out because they passed a state trooper or a sheriff's deputy while going through Benson,
Right.
and they were toting methamphetamines in their car.
Welcome to United States of methamphetamine.
Oh, did Kamal do an episode about that?
I don't know.
The United States of methamphetamine? No, I don't think he
That's a
did,
quote
but
from Spun, the movie Spun.
no, I haven't seen it.
Mickey Rourke, he stands up and welcome to the United States of methamphetamine.
All right. In 2017, four men, Julian Valles Jr., Jeremy Brian Carpenter, Rudolfo Delon, and Anthony Riddle James, were all arrested in connection with Cole's disappearance. However, the charges were dropped in 2019 in hopes that they could be charged with bigger crimes related to Cole's disappearance down the line.
Hmm.
But the family did not sit back and wait for law enforcement to find something. Instead, they hired their own private investigator. David Mashburn of Smithfield believes he knows what happened the night Cole went missing. Which, every time I see Smithfield, it makes me think of Smithfield barbecue.
It's a good
Man,
barbecue.
man had a hat, a Smithfield barbecue hat on the other day, and I was like, oh damn, that's some good barbecue. It's like I miss that place. I need to
Right.
go to Zebulon and get me some barbecue. Anybody from Zebulon, listen, you want to ship me some Smithfields? I need it from that one in the plaza where Food Line and Roses and the Chinese restaurant's at.
Carolinas
That Smithfield.
are known for their barbecue, if y'all don't know.
I mean, yes, Carolina barbecue.
Got some of the best barbecue.
We got two kinds of barbecue. We got Carolina barbecue, which I want to say is more South Carolina based barbecue. It's a yellow mustard based barbecue.
Yeah.
And then Eastern North Carolina, we have the
Vinegar
vinegar
barbecue.
based barbecue, which is literally just like vinegar with spices and stuff in it. And it is
Yes.
that on pulled pork will make your mouth pucker, but it's so good.
Yeah.
I want some Dickies. Damn Dickies for closing down. Damn you, Dickies. All right, I'm sorry. This is a serious case. Just got me thinking about barbecue. I've had some crackers today.
Yeah.
According to his theory, and with some validity coming from the police reports, the man had come to the area to buy and transport meth, and somehow that situation had turned deadly. One dude kind of was like, yeah, so I saw a dude like beat him with a baseball bat. But then he was like, yeah, he got shot. But then he was like, I lied.
What the hell?
Sir, you will find as we do touch on more true crime as we go through this podcast. People really like to fucking lie about shit for no good goddamn reason.
Yeah.
None. 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 Make it make sense.
I mean, when you're on meth, it's um, like I've had friends die of it.
Yeah.
So, like, when you're on it, you're just like delusional,
Yeah.
is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Like, you're like not in the real world.
Well, see, I don't think Cole was on meth. I think they were transporting meth. From one of the sources that I read this morning,
Well, somebody had to be on it. Like,
they had 3 ounces
yeah.
of methamphetamines that they were transporting back to Minnesota.
Hmm.
And they believe that when he saw the cop, he got spooked having all them drugs on him.
Right.
And then he went to run away. And I think that something happened when he like stopped the truck and got out and
Yeah.
went to run off. I think he was killed in that moment.
Hmm.
But there was no evidence at the scene,
Wonder if it was
like
the
where his
cops.
truck was at. Well, I don't think so because he's a white dude. So I don't think this is a racially motivated crime. Even though when I looked at the picture of the 4 guys that got arrested, I was like, 2 of them are black, one of them's Mexican. Holy shit, what the fuck's going on in Benson nowadays? What?
Right.
Um, yeah, I don't know. What's even weirder though is phone records for Cole's phone show that he went from Mount Olive to Benson to Mount Olive to Benson, drove around for a little bit to Benson, and then his phone died.
Hmm.
And they've never found his phone.
Wonder if he was running,
I don't know.
like running drugs.
That's what they're thinking is what he was doing.
Yeah.
Was running back and forth doing drug stuff. But that is pretty much all I could find on the case of Christopher Cole Thomas. Um, of course, there will be a picture posted of him when we post this
Right.
episode to Instagram. The night Cole went missing, he was wearing a baseball cap and either a blue t-shirt with long black sleeves or a red shirt and a black Carhartt coat and dark colored pants. He had dirty blonde hair and blue eyes. Cole was 6'1", weighed between 200 and 250 pounds, and he has a large tribal tattoo on his left shoulder and chest. If you or anyone you know has any information about the disappearance of Christopher Cole Thompson from Benson, North Carolina on November 25th, 2016, call the Call the Benson Police Department at 919-894-2091 or call the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations at 919-779-8188 or 800-334-3000. All right, friends. Well, thank you for joining us to hear about Cole's case today. I do hope that his father gets the answers that he seeks.
For sure.
It's going to be 9 years this November.
Wow.
Next year will be 10 years that Cole's been gone, and they don't even have a body to bury.
That's crazy.
Like, that's the see, I'm trying not to think about it, but I like kind of got to think about it for the show. Just the not knowing
Yeah.
where your child's body is.
It'd be horrible.
Like, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. So I hope he gets the answers he seeks soon. We hope you all have a good week, and we will see you guys later.
Love
Love
you
you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.